Take a slow, deep breath. Let your shoulders relax. And just be here, in this moment, today. We're talking about an organ most people rarely think about until something goes very wrong. Your liver. This quiet, faithful organ works 24 hours a day, filtering your blood, balancing your hormones, digesting your meals, and keeping your energy steady. But here's the thing, when your liver struggles, it almost never sends loud warnings at first. It doesn't cause sharp pain. It doesn't scream for attention. It whispers. And most people miss those whispers. But you deserve to understand the signals your body is trying to send. Because catching liver issues early can transform your digestion, your sleep, your skin, and your energy. So today, we're uncovering the 3 earliest signs your liver is begging for help, long before blood tests show anything wrong. Let's begin. The liver, your body's silent guardian. Before we dive into the signs, let's take a moment to appreciate what the liver actually does. Your liver performs over 500 essential functions. It filters every drop of blood in your body. It breaks down toxins. It creates bile to digest fats. It stores vitamins and minerals. It regulates blood sugar. It balances cholesterol. And it even processes your hormones. Think of your liver as the housekeeper of your entire body. When it's working well, everything feels clean, smooth, and steady. But when it slows down, things start to back up. Not dramatically at first, just small signs, subtle hints. Those hints bring us to the first early warning sign. SIGN number 1. Feeling bloated or heavy after eating small meals. Have you ever eaten something very simple, a light lunch, a small salad, or even just a piece of toast and still felt unusually full, bloated, or uncomfortable afterward? Most people assume their stomach is the problem, but in many cases, the liver is actually the one sending the first quiet warning. The liver produces bile, a natural, soap-like fluid that helps you break down fats and keeps digestion running smoothly. When the liver is tired, stressed, or overloaded, it makes less bile. And when bile is low, your digestion slows down. That's when you begin noticing subtle symptoms: bloating after small meals, slow and heavy digestion, mild heartburn, nausea with fatty foods, feeling unusually sleepy after eating, or a tight, heavy sensation under the right rib. These are not dramatic signs, just gentle whispers from a liver working harder than it should. A viewer once told me, "I feel bloated even after eating a bowl of vegetables." Her doctor said her stomach looked fine, but later she discovered her bile production was low because her liver was overwhelmed. Once she began supporting her liver, her digestion improved almost immediately, not because her stomach changed, but because her liver finally got the help it needed. You can support your digestion gently and safely by drinking warm water before meals, reducing fried foods and processed oils, adding lemon, ginger, or turmeric into meals, eating cruciferous vegetables like broccoli, cabbage, and kale, chewing slowly, and walking for a few minutes after eating. These simple habits lighten the liver's workload so digestion can feel comfortable again. And now, let's move on to a sign that surprises almost everyone. SIGN number 2. Waking up between 1 and 3 a.m. If you often find yourself waking up suddenly between 1 and 3 in the morning, wide awake and unable to fall back asleep, this may be another early whisper from your liver. Many people think this is just stress, aging, or a random sleep problem. But the truth is that this specific time window is when the liver performs its deepest overnight work. During these hours, the liver filters toxins, processes hormones, and stabilizes blood sugar. When the liver is overwhelmed or not functioning efficiently, these processes become more difficult, and your body compensates by releasing adrenaline to support the liver. That small surge of adrenaline is enough to wake you up. At the same time, if the liver isn't regulating nighttime blood sugar properly, your glucose can drop, and the brain wakes you up to correct it. That's why so many people say, "I wake up at 2 a.m." And I don't know why. People who struggle with this often describe waking up with a restless mind, a racing heartbeat, light anxiety, or a feeling of heat or discomfort. It's not a dramatic symptom, but it's a consistent pattern, one that shows up long before any blood test reveals liver stress. Supporting your liver at night can make a gentle but powerful difference. Avoid eating 2 to 3 hours before bed to reduce the liver's workload. Limit sugar and alcohol in the evening, and choose a small protein-rich snack if your blood sugar drops easily. Calming the nervous system before bed with dim lights, slow breathing, or a warm shower also helps the liver settle into its natural rhythm. When the liver can rest, detoxify, and stabilize your blood sugar smoothly, You'll find yourself sleeping longer and deeper without those early morning awakenings. And now, let's look at the third early sign, one that shows up on the surface through your skin. SIGN number 3. Changes in your skin, dullness, itchiness, or breakouts. Your skin is often the very first place to show that your liver is struggling, long before anything feels serious on the inside. When the liver becomes overloaded and has trouble processing toxins, hormones, and fats efficiently, the skin steps in as a backup system. That's why early liver imbalance often shows up as dullness, dryness, itchiness, redness, small bumps, or breakouts around the chin and jaw. These changes can feel confusing because many people think their skincare routine suddenly stopped working. But the real issue may be deeper inside the liver itself. When bile flow slows down or becomes sluggish, fat-soluble toxins circulate longer in the body, creating low-grade inflammation that the skin tries to release. And when the liver doesn't process hormones like estrogen or insulin properly, the skin becomes even more reactive, leading to breakouts, oiliness, or dryness that seems to appear out of nowhere. People often describe it like this: my skin looks tired, or I feel itchy at night for no reason, or I haven't changed any products, but my skin isn't the same. These subtle shifts are early whispers from the liver, gently asking for help. Supporting the skin by supporting the liver can make a noticeable difference. Drinking more water helps the body flush toxins more efficiently. Adding colorful fruits and antioxidant-rich foods, especially berries and beets, reduces inflammation. Including omega-3 fats from fish or flaxseed can calm the skin from the inside out, while warm green tea or ginger tea supports gentle detox pathways. And reducing sugar helps lower inflammation that often shows up directly on the skin. When the liver begins working more smoothly, the skin naturally becomes clearer, brighter, and calmer without needing drastic changes. The science behind these whispers. Most people are surprised to learn that the liver cannot send pain signals the way other organs do. It doesn't have the kind of nerves that create sharp, obvious pain, so even when it's overwhelmed, inflamed, or working far harder than it should, it stays silent. And because it cannot communicate directly, it sends messages through other systems, the systems that depend on it every single day. Your digestion slows down because bile production isn't keeping up. Your sleep becomes disturbed because the liver can't stabilize blood sugar or process hormones efficiently through the night. Your skin becomes dull, itchy, or reactive because the liver is struggling to filter toxins the way it normally does. These are not random issues, and they are not signs of aging. They are the body's early, intelligent signals that something deeper needs care. And here's the part that gives hope. These whispers often appear long before any serious liver condition develops. The body is incredibly wise. It warns you months, even years in advance. That means you have time, real time, to make changes that matter. Time to lighten the liver's workload. Time to support it with better foods and gentler habits. Time to give it the rest and nourishment it needs to recover. The liver is one of the only organs that can regenerate itself when given the chance. Even small improvements in your daily routine can allow the liver to repair, rebuild, and restore balance throughout your entire body. So, when you notice these early signs, digestive discomfort, nighttime waking, or skin changes, don't ignore them. See them as your body's way of saying, I'm trying to help you. Please listen, and when you respond with small, consistent care, your liver responds with healing of its own. Small daily habits that help your liver today. You don't need extreme detoxes or expensive supplements to care for your liver. What it truly responds to is gentle, consistent support through simple daily habits. Drinking warm water in the morning helps wake up your digestion and encourages smoother bile flow. Avoiding heavy late-night meals allows your liver the quiet space it needs to process, repair, and restore during the night. A short walk after eating improves digestion and keeps metabolic stress low. Eating more leafy greens provides antioxidants and nutrients that protect and lighten the liver's workload. Reducing sugar and processed carbohydrates helps stabilize blood sugar and lowers inflammation, giving the liver room to function more efficiently. Choosing olive oil or avocado oil instead of processed seed oils supports healthier fat metabolism. Slowing your breathing and reducing stress helps your hormones stay balanced, so your liver doesn't have to work overtime. And going to bed before midnight aligns your body with its natural healing rhythm, allowing the liver to perform its essential nighttime work more effectively. These small, loving choices may seem simple, but your liver responds to them beautifully, and the benefits build gently over time. Your liver loves you quietly. Your liver works for you every second of every day, quietly protecting you, filtering your blood, balancing your hormones, and keeping your energy steady without ever asking for praise or attention. It doesn't shout when it's overwhelmed. It doesn't create sharp pain. It simply sends gentle whispers through your digestion, your sleep, and your skin, hoping you'll notice before the strain becomes too heavy. When you begin to understand these early signs, something powerful happens. You stop fighting your body and start listening to it. You realize your symptoms aren't random or annoying. They are messages of wisdom, reminders that your body is always trying to guide you toward balance and healing. The beautiful thing is that the liver is one of the most forgiving organs in the human body. When you give it even a little care, a little rest, a little nourishment, it responds quickly. It rebuilds, regenerates, and restores harmony throughout your entire system. Small, consistent choices can create big transformations. So if your liver is whispering, listen with kindness, support it gently, and trust that your body is capable of healing more deeply than you realize. Thank you for spending this time taking care of yourself. And if you want more science-based, calming guidance for your liver, your sleep, your digestion, and your overall well-being, follow Healing Good Life, where healing begins with understanding and continues with love.